Namaste, beautiful beings. This is Belinda Pearl, and welcome to the Daily Oracle. So before we get started looking into the Oracle, I wanted to share a little bit of astrology. I was looking at the chart just before I started, just to get my bearings of where we are. We're moving towards a full moon in Capricorn as well as a lunar eclipse. So there's energy that is wanting to be released and changed. But what's in the big picture of all of this too is that we have this famous conjunction of Saturn and Pluto and Jupiter that have been moving through Capricorn. Now Saturn has just moved into Aquarius, who also is a ruler or disposes over Aquarius. But Aquarius is kind of that like out of the box way of thinking, and Saturn kind of likes things like in the box, if you will. But this whole conjunction that's been moving through Capricorn is about restructuring and bringing up from the shadows all the things that have been distorted in our structures in life. Plus, in the middle of all of this is Pallas, who is named after Pallas Athena, and she's this warrior goddess bringing this new energy into this place too. So there's this beautiful dance that's coming in the sky or happening in the sky, and it's affecting us in such a way that we're looking at how we can restructure our energy. How can you restructure your energy? And how you can be the warrior, the independent warrior through this too. So instead of seeing like how the world is supposedly falling apart in some ways, how can you find your own personal independent, your free self, your self within all of this? How can you restructure your own baseline? And so this energy has been coming up through the cards as well. I have been seeing this even today when I taught my yoga class. I pulled cards, and it was just interesting to see how it's all about the self-determination. What is it that you can do for you? Also, Aries is in Mars. No, that's wrong. Mars is in Aries. I got that wrong, so flip that one around. But so Mars is in Aries in his home house or hour or mansion, however you want to call that. And so he's going to stay in Mars too for a longer period than normal, because he's going to retrograde through Mars. So this is also this fiery part of our personality, what it is that you want, I want for myself too, how we can bring our spiritual warriorness into the world as well as we're going through these structural changes that are inevitable. It's going to happen no matter what. So instead of being in resistance to the changes that are happening in the world, dive into them and find yourself within what is going on. So there's a lot of astrology that's affecting us right now. So the things that we're seeing on the planet is happening with great purpose. So go with it. Keep safe while you're doing it. Of course, that's what you need to do. But go with what the changes are that are presented to you on a personal level, so that you can become the warrior within your own life and the warrior within the world, that spiritual warrior within the world. So let us see what the Oracle has for you and for me. Close your eyes for a moment and forget about everything I've said. Bring your awareness to your breath and your breathing, and simply let us just say thank you for this guidance, knowing that in all ways this guidance is always crystal clear in every way. Take another deep breath in. Breathe all the breath out. And here we go. Let us see, and I'm reading with a new pack of cards, and it says transparency, authentic, honest, genuine, and present. And there's actually mermaid cards. So she's underwater, so you see these bubbles around her face here. You see these bubbles, you see that she's got something in her hair, she's got some jewels, like it looks like pearls. And so what is she feeling that she needs to be transparent about? What are you feeling that she needs to be transparent about? And if I go back in this day, there was this energy about independence, and then there's also about reflection. So this is about what is been standing in your way. What's that mask you've been wearing? And not the mask that we feel like we should be wearing to keep ourselves safe, but the mask that you've been wearing that hasn't allowed your authentic self to come through. If we're looking about that independence, Mars in Aries, what is your independent self? Or Pallas moving with this conjunction of Pluto and Saturn and Jupiter, what is coming up for you on a personal level? What is it that you need to break free from? What do you need to wash away? What is it that you haven't been seeing? I know that theme has been coming up before as well. So whatever it is that you're not seeing, there's a piece of here that she's kind of almost like in a still space. Like it's almost like you free falling somewhere, but you just realized you're falling and you're just like, oh, that's what's happening here. Like you're in that moment of like, oh, now it's opportunity, in that moment of what it is that you want to do for you. How do you want to move forward in the world? How do you wish to be in the world? Instead of bringing with you that old stuff. And we've been trying to get rid of all of that stuff. Now it's time to move into a new space, to be completely transparent, to be completely authentic. Being honest, authentic, genuine, and present. Maybe that's what we need to bring to the table. This is part of our transformation, is to be genuine and to stop bringing with us the old things, because the old things aren't what we necessarily need. We may have wanted them, and we may have been attached to them because we thought that's what we wanted, but we're getting this big cleaning. That's what Pluto is bringing to us, a big cleaning. What is it that needs to be cleaned? It's also all these planets are at that last decan of Capricorn. So we're moving out of this old energy, these old structures. We want to move into something new. We're moving into Aquarius. So they say towards the end of the year, we're going to be, all these planets will be in Aquarius, this great way of thinking, this great awakening. So what is your great awakening as we're going through this movement, as you're taking this time to be home, to self-reflect, or as you start to move slowly back into the world? We're still not quite yet ready to move back into the world. There's still this incubator, this incubation happening. There's something within inside of you that still needs to be formulated and formed. So make sure as we go into the world, you're seeing the world more clearly. So maybe we wash our eyes, we wash our face as a ritual to really see ourselves more clearly in the world. So as we go into that moment of what's happening, let us be more clear with ourselves. Instead of bringing the old with, let us refresh ourselves. So hopefully that made sense to you, because that definitely made sense to me. From my heart to yours, may you always be blessed. Namaste. And again, this is Belinda Pearl, and you can always find me at belindapearl.com. Also, I'm doing this video in conjunction with my dear friend Alexandra, so you can also find me on Woven We Are. I look forward to seeing you all soon. Namaste.